Okay, it's January and Burr, it's cold outside. Well, that is the title of our latest Delightful Dimensionals cutting dies. We have lots to share with you, but let me just show you what this will do. I'll scoot that away and look at that. This will fold flat for mailing, and then it is a three-dimensional stand-up card made so easily. And on the back is where you're going to write your message. So let me show this to you, and won't you please come play with us? Well, the title of these dies is called Delightful Dimensional, and that's because they are designed to go on the basic crosshatch, but as I'm about to show you, you can put them on cards, you can put them on scrapbook pages. They're not limited just to this. But let me show you, because that's what Debbie has used. So we've got the basic crosshatch, which has 4 cutting dies, and they just slip together. They've got slits cut in them, and they just slide together just like that. The tallest one at the back, and it's got 3 slits, and then these pieces just pop right on. Again, it's going to fold flat for mailing and pop up for display. And these will fit in our 10 envelopes package, so that way you've got you're not out on the limb in any way, shape, or form. Then every month we come out with what we think of as a specialty or a seasonal die, and this is just absolutely appropriate for January, at least in the northern hemisphere. And there are 8 cutting dies, and as you can see, there is a giant snowflake. Well, actually, let me just show you the card. In fact, it is on the back of the package with information about how it was created, but let me show you that. So, Burr, it's cold, and just Debbie just did such a great job, and let me tell you what she used, okay? So she has used Forest Magic, and this is a 6x6, which fits perfectly for all of the pieces, creating that basic crosshatch card base. And what I like about using the pattern cardstock is that you get some artwork behind the cutting dies. And as you can see, well, we've got some wood in the back, but we've got trees down here, and it just works very, very nicely. Now, what else did she use? Well, when we decided to do this, I thought, well, how fun it would be to have some craft foam that had glitter already in it. And these sheets are, I believe they are 12 by 19. Yeah, 12 by 9, 12 by 9, 9 by 12. And I'm not sure if you can tell, so maybe we can get in super close, but this is craft foam, so it's got some dimension, and it's got glitter in it. So I'll tell you what I did is I bought up every single sheet I could find, and so I could have them here for you in January. And that is what Debbie used for one of her snowflakes. Now, this big one, she also used it for some of the smaller ones. So you can see that she layered some of these snowflakes. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snowflakes to play with. Now, she cut 2 of the large ones, one out of that glitter foam, and another out of blue glitter. Here it is. And layered them like so, and then did a smaller one out of the silver mirror card, metallic card, right there. And that just creates a wonderful centerpiece. But the Burr is cold is just great. And it is in one piece, as you can see. So there's the die and there's the artwork. And she used, she cut it out of the silver and of the blue glitter. Let me put my hand back there. Oh, that didn't help. Okay, let me put this back. There you go. And so she cut it out of the silver and the blue, as I said, and then just cut the blue and then glued it on top of the silver. And doesn't that look neat? I love that wind coming out of the Burr. It's cold. And then she placed that on the middle step and then added the ice skates. And don't those look great? And you can see that silver works so well for the ice skates. But then look at the top of the ice skates right there. We can get in close. And that is that glitter cardstock. So she cut a piece. She did edge it a little bit with the Prussian blue ink pad. and she drew in the lines on the ice skates, which are etched beautifully into the cutting dies. Doesn't that look realistic? I think it does. So you can see what she's done in layering all of her snowflakes. So it just worked really, really nicely. And for her solid colors, she got them out of the 12 by 12 solid Forest Magic, which is matching the papers that are right there. So that is our card number 1. Now, subscribers received this before the webisode, so they had a chance to already go and play with that. But let me show you what else Debbie did with this next one. And wow, look at that. Isn't that sparkly and shiny and so much fun? Okay, well, she has used the frosted flowers, and that's just created a really fun background, kind of keeping with the icy blue, but I like seeing the flowers down at the bottom. That's nice. And on the back, well, she's got some cutouts right up there. But that sparkle is what's really struck me, and that is out of our silver sequin specialty paper. Yeah, there's a whole sheet of it. It comes in 8.5 by 11, and you can see that she did the big snowflake at the top, and she added the snowflakes on top of it. Now, the Burr It's Cold, she put on acetate, and I think just to keep it all together. I'm not sure why. I'll have to check with her. She did another big snowflake and cut it in half and put one piece in the front and one piece in the middle. I thought that was very clever. The snowflakes, again, she has layered them and used the Prussian blue ink pad on the edges. Just really fun. A couple of other things. In getting her ice skates silvery, she used the silver pen, and this has been really a favorite. We have it in gold and in copper, but this is a fine tip. So she just went in and colored not only the ice skates, but the wind out of the Burr It's Cold. So that worked really nicely. And she also, now the top of the ice skates, on the last one she used the white glitter craft foam. Here she has used the snow marker. Now all you do is, it's a pen, so all you do is just squeeze it on, and then you do need to use a heat gun that will puff up that pen and make that look. So that works really nicely too. So you can see just a lot of fun things going on. And on the back, as I showed you, she's got this cutout that has been matted onto the silver glitter, and added a couple of others. So it just works really nice. Cozy up to winter. Okay, with Burr It's Cold on the other side, that works very nicely. Okay, now we've got 2 of these that are using the crosshatch, the basic crosshatch, but now I've got 2 more using them just flat on a card. And here is our first one. And look at that, isn't that fun? Okay, so this is our regular 5 by 6.5 inch card. And this time she has used the Joyful Christmas. This is an older pack from us, and I must confess to you, it's in limited supply. So I love the colors of mixing this, this reddish along with the blue. I think that's a really fun combination. And so the stripe is out of the Joyful Christmas, as well as that one on the front. It has plaids in there, but it also has snowflakes on top. Now she needed a solid cardstock, and there is not one that we were doing long ago when we did the Joyful Christmas, so she used the Christmas Cardinals cardstock. This is the solid 12 by 12, and that way she could mat that red piece to go on top of the blue plaid on the front of her card. Now you can see that snowflake. This time what she has used is our silver linen. Look at that, how gorgeous. Bright and shiny, and it has that element of design. Now it is flat, it's smooth, but it certainly looks three-dimensional, and she's got 2 layers, and you can see how the light plays on them so nicely. Now going back into the solids, that's where she did the smaller snowflakes out of the patterned as well as the solid cardstock. The Burr It's Cold is black with the wind being white on top. The ice skates, well, they're also using the silver linen and black on top, and she's done some drawing there. Now she's added to this some dazzles, and let me show you which ones. This is the red border dazzles. You can see it's at the top and bottom. The jewel dazzles in red that's going into the center of the snowflakes. Now, when I thought, somebody mentioned doing red snowflakes, and I thought, really, red snowflakes? But I see right here, it works so beautifully with the silver, doesn't it? Now, on the inside of her card, this is another of the red and blue combinations from the paper pad. This is the silver linen and then the kind of brown solid cardstock, so it really pops that. The hello, well, the hello comes from this sheet, but you know, I also pulled the back off of it so you can see it a little bit better. So this is our large greetings, and you can see there's the hello, thank you, I love you, with love, happy birthday, and 2 happy birthdays as a matter of fact. And it just goes right there. And those red dazzles, and you see they all match, just really pops against the red in the Joyful Christmas. So that worked nicely. Just nice to show you that things can work on a regular card too. But yet I have one more, and here it is. Look at this. Wow. That's really fun. There's a big wow factor with this, with this set of cutting dies. And this is using our Trifold Surprise card cutting dies. And let me show you as I pull this out. So that's how it looks. That is 9 3/4 inches long by 5 inches tall. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, well, let me talk to you what went into this. To create her card, as I said, she used the Trifold Surprise, and she used the papers that she used. I think this is really fun, is Golden Botanical and 12 by 12 pattern. You can see that. And Golden Botanical solid cardstock. And obviously the solid cardstock was used to make her card. Let me turn it over. So you can see it is a lighter color on one side and a darker color on the other. So that created her card base. Just followed the directions on that set of cutting dies. And she added pattern cardstock to the front, the inside, and then those 2 pieces too as a darker piece. So that worked nicely. Now, let's see what else she did. Now remember, on the second card, on this one, we had a silver sequin. Well, on this one, the lady has a gold sequin. And isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so she has paired that with the blue Mary cardstock. And there you go. So you can see that in the blue and the gold, my high school colors, but they work really well. Stack them, offset, foam tape them together. The Burr It's Cold is with the blue, but it is also with the lilac. And that blue is such a wow that the lilac, you know, is just a little bit lighter, and it just goes nicely with the papers too. So the blue and the lilac Mary is what she has used on the snowflakes there, as well as or here and here, as well as that gold sequin cardstock. Wow. Now, the Sending a Warm Hello, that's out of the 12 by 12 Golden Botanical. But the ice skates, okay, it's on the lilac Mary, but then look at the gold sequins. Isn't that just really work well? Yes. So that's right there, foam tape. So you get to see all of the fun pieces in one look, and then you open it up and you get a warm hello under that Burr It's Cold. Very, very fun. So we have our January set of Burr It's Cold, and we do have the basic crosshatch, and that is in a money saver on the right-hand side of your screen, right over there. We also have a subscription. Now, if you are interested, here is the deal. We'll get in close so you can read that. you will receive the cutting dies. The very first month, if you're a new subscriber, you will get the basic crosshatch and the seasonal. This time it's Burr It's Cold. And you will always get 10% off the retail. You will also get a free gift. The free gift this time is a half sheet of the silver, a half sheet like that. I did a half sheet because it's going to fit nicely with the cutting die. It won't get bent or anything, so that will work. And I did the silver, and so you will receive that, or you have received it already. But you do get a free goodie every single time, and it's something that's been used, so that works out nicely. And you do get the 10% off. You do get all of that before the webisode. That way you have a chance to look at it and touch it, and if you have time to maybe even make that card, but you get the idea for that and the directions to it. So that's going to happen every single month, and we have a great list of things. In fact, we've already designed the first 4 months, so they're here just waiting for you. So we'll share those with you every single time. Okay, well, I would love to thank Debbie. I think she always does a great job, just wonderful. But I love how she's incorporated so many different things that, you know, you may not have thought of, and that's really fun to see. And I do want to, down below you'll see what she has used. Hopefully I've given you enough information that you can duplicate all of these. And I do want to thank, as I said, thank Debbie, but most of all, I want to thank you for being part of our Paper Wishes family. You YouTubers, head on over to Paper Wishes, because this is the only place on this planet that you can get these. And we welcome you to join us and sign up and get our emails so that you know everything that's happening. Delightful Dimensionals is what this is about, and we have fun new things every single month just for you. Okay, I want to thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.